Hello, guys. How are you doing today? I'm sure you had a good day so far. Welcome to episode 115 of our FOREX LIGHT sessions. I want to believe we've had a good time so far. Like I said yesterday, there's a plan in place to actually take it to the next level. Yeah, there's actually a plan in place to do that, and we'll see how that pans out within the next few days. Market is making some interesting moves. It's making some interesting moves. Okay, it's 130. It's 130 and market is showing us. It's a news period, like I said, the money is in the news, the money is in the news. So right now we can see price going down. Anyway, it's early too late to join. It could go down all the way to this area eventually. Actually, yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Good. That could get that serious. Okay, it was in a trade. I got in a trade from around there all the way to this point. I got out of that trade around this point earlier today, and right now it happens that apparently it's a good thing that I did. Anyway, it's not a good thing. Only the result matter. Only the result matter. And you also need to be aware of what you're doing. You need to be aware of what you're doing. You need to work based on rules when it comes to this industry. You don't want to just jump in and jump out of things. You need to work based on rules. Now, I got out of this trade at this point not because that was my destination when I originally determined the opportunity, or rather because the market was showing me signs that it has done its bit. It has done its bit. It has basically achieved its purpose. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm gonna show you. What I mean by that. Okay, this trade is like okay. I'll try to see if I'll find a trade for you guys. Okay, so you can see this channel. Yeah, the channel. The market break out of the channel, and then it came back to retest the channel line, and then it's making a downward move to continue the downward momentum. Probably, but at least it's respecting this previous support, and it's a powerful support area. How do I know? Look at it: 1, 2, 3 touches. This support, was created by 3 powerful touches, and as you know, the fourth touch is the one that usually breaks the camel's back. You know, the fourth touch is not promised. So, but the 3 touches basically tells you how strong, basically confirms and validates the strength of an area, the strength of a zone. Okay, let me show you from another perspective. Okay, this was the trade that I was talking about. So I was in this trade. Yes, the plan was for the trade to get to this point, but as you can see, that did not happen, and I had to get out. Okay, good. So there was a powerful resistance, a powerful support in this area. It finally broke the support area, then it came back into it. It came back to retest it, but most likely trying to continue on an incredible journey to the downside. So I had to respect that, because it would be sad after making so much money and then losing it all out. Losing everything. It doesn't make any sense. The fact that you see an opportunity in the market doesn't mean that the market must listen to you and go through all that journey. It does. It is not guaranteed. You don't command the market. You only follow what the market shows to us. That was one thing that I realized this morning. Because I've realized it a while ago, but it actually got clearer this morning. Because I've been in many trades where market did not get my destination, and I had the opportunity to get out with good money, but in a bid to be disciplined, in a bid to basically allow the market trade to play out, I ended up losing everything in terms of the profit that I initially made. So I realized that okay, the next level will be to know when to hold on to a trade and to know when to exit a trade. For me, this move was a good time to exit the trade. Now, the only confirmation of that I did the right thing is if this price keeps going down and gets to the stop loss of the signal, then I will give myself a thumbs up, and that validates the rule I just created, or the note I just took down. When I made that decision, I took that a note. I wrote down a note, and that is trades are not fixed. Stay open to change. Initially, my mindset was that allow trades to hit TP or break even. You know, that was like my emotion training goal. That was like my emotion training goal. But now I need to be flexible. I realize I need to be flexible. I'm going to update that rule because there's a rule that I'm supposed to allow my trades to hit TP. I need to change that rule. I need to change that rule right away. I work based on rules, not just on feeling and emotion. Now, what's good? What is going to validate my changing of that rule is what's going to happen. But the idea of staying open to changing the trade is a valid idea. It's an idea that will take me to places. It's an idea because it's not every time that you have what's it called, runners trades that will just run all the way and be making crazy money. It doesn't happen all the time. Doesn't happen all the time. So what happens when trades don't run and makes you all the money? We just keep losing opportunity. It's not as if it's not as if losses will be coming. Losses will still come here and there. So how do you balance that? So it's important to make the small changes, as in the small profits here and there, here and there, here and there, to at least balance out the losses that also come here and there, here and there, and here and there as well. So there has to be a balance. There has to be a balance. You can't go too far in anything. You have to find a balance too. You have to find an appropriate balance to take advantage, to make the most out of any principle, out of any idea. So that is one idea that I'm seriously thinking about right now. Because the eliminating the idea of just leaving trades and also and creating an idea of staying close to your trade and following it, staying close to your trade and following it. Yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Result is king. I can't always say result is king. It's the result. It is what happens. You know, it is a result of either idea of either party that is going to determine which one is correct, which one is wrong. So it's not about which one sounds good, which one sounds logical. It's not about which one sounds correct, rather which one makes the most amount of money, which one gives you the best result long term. After you allow time to play out, after allowing time to play out, which one actually gave you the desired result? Okay, so that is the one that we're going to run with. All right, so that's the idea for at this time. Let's see how that plays out. Okay. Meanwhile, let's look out for any other opportunity in the market. Let's look out for another opportunity. If we find one, if we do, superb. If we don't, that's fine as well. Move on, keep moving, we keep moving. Okay. Keep on weekly. On a monthly, it's already going down. Okay, on a weekly, it's potential for something here. In fact, there's actually something here, not potential. Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it's there already. There's something here. And this was the trade. This was what I saw that I mean, we take the trade I took earlier anyway. So there's definitely something here. Okay, but although it is yet to make actual contact with the line, that is the only. That is the only. So that could happen next week. Maybe to make that contact early next week, and then do the proper up move. So that's I'll look at taking. I'll look at that. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm going to do. The trade that I showed you guys earlier was actually gotten from this. Just that I entered, and as you can see, it went into profits, and I got out again. Now it's coming back down, probably to make a real contact. So, probably to get ready to make actual contact with this line. So let's see how that plays out. I'm going to set up another entry for to take advantage of that. The previous entry was quite heavy in terms of the okay. Today's Friday. It's probably going to get all the way to this point, Friday to the being Friday. So let's see if it's going to do that next the following day, following trading day. So in the spirit of that, I can afford to have my entry as this. In the spirit of that, I can afford to have my entry as that. And if that's my entry, my stop loss can also be below the psychological level. 1930. The stop loss can respect that psychological level. Okay, that's fair enough. That's good enough for us. That looks like a good trade. It looks like a good trade opportunity for us. Okay. In the spirit of that, our take profit one can also be can respect this zone. That's an area. That's a zone. So this is going to be our take profit. Okay, so this is going to be our take profit. So this is going to be our trade for this session. Today is Friday, so we expect it to play out within the next 2-3 trading days. Let's see what happens. But I'm gonna cross our fingers and just really watch the trade as it goes all the way down there. Well, um, I'm gonna look out for an opportunity to take advantage of this move to the downside. If I find one, I'll take it. If not, then it is what it is. We'll leave it at that. It's not all money that displays on our table. We have so many traders. Allow others to take their own, share their own money. Wait for your own to come. When your own comes, you'll take it with confidence, with joy. The one that is not for us, we'll let it go. We'll let it go. We'll let it go while waiting for our own. Okay? So this is what I'm looking at for. What's this? Alright, so that's the session for today. I don't believe you guys have gotten some value. I want to believe you've gotten some value. I know I've had the pleasure to take this session. I've had the pleasure of taking this session. Zone, break off the zone, test of the zone. It's a beautiful setup. It's a beautiful setup. And it's good. You should at least get to this psychological level at least. And it should get there. I don't really know. So in the spirit of that, I'm probably looking at taking the trade. There could be an opportunity to take a trade. There's a zone here. You can take a trade in the middle of this zone. Something like this. You can take a trade in the middle of this zone. Something like this. And then ride it all the way to the psychological level. That will be something like this. Our stop loss can be you guys know I no longer trade anything less than 2 risk to 1 ratio. So it's either my entry. Okay, let me adjust my entry. Okay, the stop loss, I think this is good enough. I don't need to. You shouldn't come this deep into. You shouldn't get this deep. This guys will prevent it from getting going that deep. So the stop loss is fair enough at this point. So this is a short-term trade that could happen. This should happen today. I'm gonna take this trade. I expect this to happen today. Is it moving already? Not yet. Okay, I expect to take this trade. So this is gonna be. I'm going to set my pending order. It looks like it has moved already, but don't worry. Set a trade. If it comes back, then we can join it. If it doesn't come back, that's fine as well. Being able to see the opportunity is good enough for now. Rather with time, with more confidence, we'll get to the level where we're able to take advantage of the opportunity and not just see them. And then we'll get to the point where we are able to take advantage and not just see the opportunities. Now, so if we have missed that entry, there's another way for us to take advantage of another entry. We don't want to just leave money on the table if we can afford not to. It's only if we must that we will allow ourselves to leave money on the table. If we don't have to, then we want to grab as much as we can from that table. If and when we can. This is not a good trade. Okay, so that's all. This is my target. So that's why that's one. I can target something lower, which is this. I can target this area as well. Because this is also another good possibility. Then we'll have something like this. A sell stop targeting this area. Okay. Ideally we would want to target the line, okay, something like this, and then the stop loss. I prefer it to be this will be my preferred stop loss level. It's gonna come back up here, then likely that we're stopping around there that's an imbalance on this place. I don't like having my stop loss at imbalances. I do not like having my stop loss at an imbalanced area. So I guess I will allow the market to play out and do what it's gonna do. I'll set this one. I'll set this trade. I've got my stop loss. I've got my apologies for that disruption. So I'm closing this is session soon. So this is our trade. Stop loss can be there. Our entry can be
That's just the truth.
yeah. All right. So now it's done for today, guys. I'm not messing with splashing around there. So we've had the value, we've had the message, we've had
Hey,
the
Tom,
table.
I'm schedule myself.
I'm here for today. Take care, guys.